Hello everybody, welcome to the Decks of the Weekend, my weekly video that lasts about 10 minutes in which I kind of go over of the coolest or best decks of the weekend. The one I have in front of me is Living End, an archetype that we are very familiar with, one of the best decks in Modern, but this is a different list, that top 4 the Modern Challenge, and it's basically just Rakdos. I mean, I say it's Jund because of course we have Violent Outburst, but this deck is Rakdos. We play 4 Grief and 4 Fury, and we load our deck with just red and black cards. This used to be the original Living End deck, used to be Jund. You used to play Fulminator Mage and stuff like that. You have a very large beast like the Desert Ceradon, Horror of Broken Lands, you have Archfiend of Ifnir, and Monstrous Carabid. Sure, you don't get access to blue cards, such as the powerful River Stripped Winder and Force of Negation, or Decorator of Mysteries, but you do have access to a Blood Moon in a shell that's, well, very much Rakdos. So Blood Moon is going to be reasonable in this deck. You also have Season Pyromancer. Of course, you're not going to get access to Charlotte's Agent. You have to rely instead on Demonic Dread, which is a much worse card, because if the opponent doesn't have a creature, or if you don't have a creature, you just can't cast a Demonic Dread. Another cool one is Twin Shot Sniper, which is similar to Fire and Ice, as in for 2 mana you have a shock, as well as a creature that you can art cast, or that when comes back deals 2 extra damage. No copies of Dead Gone, that's a card that Team Rhinos play, and this deck could play as well, but yeah. Again, this deck didn't win a challenge or a PTQ, but it's just a cool new deck in a format that well, a lot of deck diversity, but still hard to see a brew like this go well. There has been a very large event this weekend in Dallas, the SCG, with 900 over I think 1,000 players. I heard that it was capped on 10,000 player of 1,000 player, and the winner is Azor's Hammer, Travis Brown. So Hammer Time still getting the job done in Modern. A couple of Teamer Rhinos in the top 8 as well. Later today you're gonna see a video on Teamer Rhinos, my 5-0 trophy with Teamer Rhinos. I believe Teamer Rhinos to be a very strong deck in Modern. Again, like maybe the top 6 or 7 or even 8 deck on Modern are all very strong deck, capable of winning a large event such as this. 15-2, that's a lot of rounds. 2-day event. The Modern big events in America are happening in paper, and this SCG in Dallas is definitely one of them. Let's now move on to Pioneer, in which there has been another, Pioneer is definitely getting a lot of traction, and in the past weekend there has been an important event in the Mox Showcase Challenge. The Mox Showcase is the premier event of Magic Online. The winner, you qualify to top 8 in one of the Mox challenges, and the winner gets to the 8-player Mox event, which is the prestigious event. And the finalists, Nathan Stewart and Andrea, were both playing Arclight Phoenix. Izzet Phoenix dominating in Historic, maybe not dominating in Historic, but certainly one of the best deck there, and dominating in Pioneer. A cool thing is that in Pioneer you have access to Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, which, have been called to be banned for over and over, but this list doesn't play them. This list just plays 1 Cruise main, 1 side. It plays 3 Temporal Trespass. 11 mana extra turn card, so that's your delve card of choice. You have Consider, Chart a Course to fill your graveyard. Pieces of the Puzzle also fills your graveyard very well. 4 copies of it. You reveal the top 5, you put 2 instant sorcery in your hand and the rest in your graveyard. So the Pieces of the Puzzle will put 4 cards in the graveyard by itself. Even more if you don't want to take any spell. Of course, Arclight Phoenix Iteration. Galvanic Iteration is another card, of course, excellent in combination with Temporal Trespass. At 5 mana, you can go Galvanic Iteration, Trespass, and boom, that's your combo. So yeah, that's the deck that got the job done in the Mox Showcase Challenge, and definitely one of the best decks in the format. Let's now go over to Standard, where the PTQ, let me open that one as well. The PTQ the Degen Open is the name, with over 250 players, was won by Tristan Wide-LaRue, one of the most prolific Magic players on these arena events, on Jeskai combo. And this is a deck that is getting slots after slots. 4 Ghost Pendragon, 4 Lier. This is a deck that just wants to target the Ghost Pendragon over and over with just the various cards, like some little burn spell, show of confidence, and then you just get mana, get extra turn with Alchemist Gambit, which is the Aaron's Epiphany's Bandit standard, so you use it now, Alchemist Gambit. But the deck that I want to show you today didn't win but came fourth is the one from Thomas Pokorny, which is Jeskai Mill. Mill is a beloved strategy. People love their Mill deck in it's always been like this, just a Magic love mechanic. Tasha's Idios Laughter, while it's somewhat it used to be more played in Modern when Lurrus was legal, but now still Mill is definitely a strategy in Modern. Exiling a combined card of 20. Still a tough strategy, but it's getting there, together with Invoke Calamity, which is a 5 mana instant where you can cast 2 Tasha's Idios Laughter from your graveyard without paying their mana cost. You have, of course, Galvanic Iteration to copy it over, but most of the time this will act like the classic Unexpected Windfall Galvanic Iteration value deck. You have all the value plays, like, of course, Removal Spell with Galvanic Iteration, Expressive Iteration, so on and so forth. The Splashing White for Farewell definitely shows how much Wrath like this is important, and the Izzet deck maybe was just not enough. The Burn Down the House was not enough, and you needed also to get rid of Artifact, Enchantment, and Graveyard. It's definitely relevant with most of the decks. I like the Cyber plan of Force Moldering Gag and more Removal Spell against aggro, so you're just turning into this, control combo with the Mill plan that has this Moldering Gag in the sideboard. This deck definitely has a lot of angles, and sure, you can get the blue-red classic strategy of just powerful interaction, Gold Pendragon. You don't have Aaron's Epiphany, but still the core of the deck is there. You don't have Divide by Zero as well, but the Ghost Pendragon is a deck definitely still doing very well, as you saw here with, Jeskai combo. Again, the combo, sure, I mean, it's a thing. You have 4 Ghost Pendragon, you target it with Spikefield Hazard. Again, the Spikefield Hazard and Show of Confidence. For those of you who don't know what Show of Confidence is a weird card. It has, sorry, let me move the camera again. It has, when you cast the spell, copy it for each other instant spell you've cast this turn, and you put a +1/+1, and it gains Vigilance. So the Ghost Pen just becomes huge, and you got treasures, and yeah, this deck is not bad. This deck is not bad, definitely doing very well in the format. So yeah, Standard is definitely going to be more, I'm definitely going to be way more interested in Standard in the upcoming weeks because of the New Capenna Championship coming up. As soon as New Capenna will be released, I'll definitely be playing more Standard. For now, my focus will be on Modern, and then after New Capenna, I will definitely be looking into Pioneer, because that's the format of the next what's the wording? What's the branding there? Regional Championship Qualifier, I think that's the name. The one that in Europe will happen in Sofia, and I am qualified to that. So I will be playing Pioneer in the next months. But for now, my focus will be on Modern, which is still my premier, interesting content, and Standard. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back next week with decks of the weekend, but every day with multiple videos a day on this channel. So make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, like, whatever you want to do to increase the engaging. And thank you for watching, and have a good week. Beo. Beep, beep.